guys, Jontti 500 here with some more My Summer Car. It has been a while since I posted the last video in any series of mine because, you know, real life shit hit the fan and I'm still trying to clean everything up. I recently reset my computer because I got some new hardware and it's running quite well. There was also recently an update to the game that added a couple of things and also made the game run like shit. So from now on gonna have to run it at 720p because it was stuttering a lot at 1080p, you know, when it comes to the recording. So the latest update must have added something that made it much more difficult to play and also a lot more demanding. But anyways, I built the car back up because my save got fucked with the update, so I had to start over again. But I have pretty much finished up where we finished last. As you see, I have the license plates and everything. So okay, we are getting a call. Let me answer that quickly here. Yeah, so I have a post order with all the stuff, you know, at the store. But one thing they added in this update, as you see, the jobs are saved. So these all are sewage missions that are saved. And also, I know that the Firewood guy is active at the moment. So today we'll be making some money at least. As you see, I have 3 marka, which is pretty fucking little. I also owe the store manager some gas money because I, you know, couldn't pay for it when I was there. It's only like 100 mark or something like that, really little. But you know, I'm broke, so I can't pay for anything. So we're making some money and also picking up the post order. Also, one thing they've added, so police is now random on the highway. They are not always standing there. They are random. They can be at a couple of different locations. So it makes it more unpredictable with the cops and everything. There's also 2 missions have been added. And there I got another sewage mission, perfect. They have also added 2 missions you can do, so we'll take a look at that if we ever get them. There are 2 that you do for the repair shop. But, so we're gonna be making some money. So what we are gonna be doing first is actually chopping a load of firewood. That's something we kind of have to do. I also had to scrap a lot of stuff I had recorded just because of the stuttering and how bad the quality was, so therefore I have changed it now. So it's 720p, you know, it isn't as crisp as the 1080p, but at least the frame rate is much higher, so that will help us and make it run better, you know, with that glorious 60 FPS. Hopefully I will be able to keep the 60 FPS at least. So that it's unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? So let's get to work with the tractor. So this is the tractor. We're gonna be using that to move the firewood. So now I started it, you know, quickly with the ignition there. There's some lights there. Hand throttle, then we have the front hydraulics. I'm gonna start by putting up the front hydraulics a bit because they can spaz out if they hit the ground. There we have the range selector. I'm gonna discuss that later on. And you know, a couple of other things. So there's the parking brake. Let's rev the engine up and get moving. And we need to start by attaching this thing here. Perfect. And we need to back it up into our little shopping area over there. Like that. Parking brake on, and let's not waste diesel. So the tractor is quite easy, to be honest. As you see, it automatically attached this whole thing. So let's chop some wood. So we open up the back and now we need to fill up on wood. So there's some booze that we're gonna be leaving that alone for now. So grab the axe and let's chop some wood. There we go. And then I'm gonna show you how to do the rest. Like, So I chop that wood with the axe, you know, simple like that. Then I grab the firewood and toss it onto the flatbed. And as you see, it starts to form kind of a thin sheet now, but that will fill up more and more as I throw firewood on. And then once it stops rising, then it's full. And this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna just chop a few on camera, but this is a lot of work and I need to chop a lot of wood, so I'm gonna see you once we get closer to finishing this. Alright, we seem to finally have filled up the whole thing, so, you know, it doesn't go any higher. So we're gonna go and have a drink. So we don't die on the way of delivering those. So just gonna go up to the house and get our drink on, or not alcohol drink, but yeah, you get it. Alright, those other traits won't increase as fast. So what we are gonna do now is we're gonna head out here. This is where you deliver the firewood. Normally you would drive, you know, the whole way here on the dirt road, but I'm gonna show you a little bit of exploit-ish stuff that that exists in this game. I normally don't like to use it too much, but I'm gonna use it this once just to show you like how it works. But basically you can drive on the edges of the water, you know, almost all the way around, I would say. And so I will be taking a shortcut to driving here and then driving straight over like this, because you can actually do that. So it's a lot shorter, and the tractor is so slow, so it's so boring to drive it around anyways. So it's an exploit. I don't know why it's in the game, you know, it's easily found. But yeah, so let's jump into the tractor and head out. Alright, so we are back in the tractor. So first off, of course, starting the thing and disengaging the handbrake. So basically what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you a couple of things. Diff lock down there, I'm not sure what differential lock it is. Something with, you know, the back wheels and everything. If someone who is a mechanic or, you know, a professional truck driver could tell us about diff lock in the comments, it would be greatly appreciated, because I don't understand it to 100%. I understand the basics of it, but it's not important. So the range selector is between high and low gear. If you're in low gear, you have more power but less speed, and if you're in high gear, you have less power and more speed. So yeah, if you're trying to get loose, you should be in low, and if you're driving, you know, on the road, you want the best speed. So let's get going immediately. So we're gonna be pulling this, so we're gonna be a little bit slower than without it. So I go into high gear as soon as I hit the rev limit, and yeah. So the tractor is of course very slow. It's a slower vehicle, but it's mainly used just to, how do you say, not, oh my god, listen to that, like it can't even pull up this hill. But it doesn't have a speedometer, so I have no idea how fast it can go. But I know that it only has three gears and 2 different gear ranges. So 3rd gear, and now I'm pretty much at top speed. So you can say that driving with this thing for longer ways is quite boring. But you need it to tow cars if you need to tow anything and everything, and also, you know, the wood missions. So now I'm gonna show you the little exploit that I have actually been using this quite a lot, but mainly just when delivering wood, because this tractor is so bloody slow. So basically what you do, you go out to the water, but you cannot drive into the water. If you drive into the water, you know, you can't recover the vehicle, and that's Yeah, that's it. You can't get it out of there. Like, it has happened a couple of times to me. So that's a risk with this. But as you see here on the edge, this is basically how it looks on the edge. And you see, you have that solid wall of trees over there, and then you have this part between the water, and that way you can actually drive full speed with the tractor. You can pretty much use any vehicle. You know, of course you have less grip if you're driving with the van, for example, but it's a really quick way to get into town, because you can also go into town through this method. Personally, I feel it's a little bit of game exploity. Like, you're not doing much, to be honest. You're just using what the game allows you to do. But this is something that I'm a little bit confused why the developers would put it in. I guess it has something to do with the boat, but yeah, it's pretty, you know, it's exploited. It feels exploited to me, and it's quite boring because you don't have to do. But the tractor in general is boring. So, but let's head out to the guy, and I will talk with you once we arrive there. So we're now in the lowest gear, trying to get up off this hill. The road is pretty much, you know, on the other side, but as you see, it's there's quite a lack of grip here. But now we got over the hill, so we can go back into high gear. And let's see if we can find a good place to get up on the road. Oh my god, I chose poorly. Need some power. Give me the power. Oh yes. And here is the guy where we will be delivering. Oh, sorry, rip phone users, headphone users. But let's just head off here, and we need to turn around. At least I like to turn around. Here is the guy, and let's then park up. We want to hit the parking brake, then we want to go into neutral. I also like to go into low. You need to keep the engine running. And what you need to do now is you need to toggle the rear hydraulics, and then you grab the hand throttle and pull that to max. Now you see this thing begins to tip over, and we open the back. And let's see if we can get it to move even faster. Yeah, we could a little bit. So, and the wood falls off. Thank you. 3,200 marks. That's very good. Now I turned that thing 2 clicks, and I can once again just get this down, get the hand throttle off, and back into drive. So the drive is in the middle. You click it once, it's now to tip up, and if you click it click it when it's neutral, then so it goes down. And now I put it back. This is drive, and 3,200 marks. That's honestly quite a good pay for this job. It's quite tedious, of course. The tractor is slow, and the firewood, you know, chopping thing is what it is. But yeah, it gives good money, and we're gonna need some money. So we are pretty much ready to just go back home. Once I get smart enough to put off the parking brake. So, have arrived back home with the tractor, and I put this here in case I need it. So, here's a bottle of booze. I'm not gonna drink it because you get shit, or you get completely fucked up. I might do that, you know, to finish off this whole series. I might just, you know, go out with the boat, land on an island, and drink a shitload of booze until I die or something, you know, to just finish off the series. That will be fun, I guess. But anyways, so I'm too fatigued to start going on any sewage missions. So let's see which sewage missions we have up. Now that we have that firewood done, we have at least the money to pay for the stuff. But I know that the bill for all the equipment is how much was it? Like 5,000 marka. So we're gonna need some more money, and the sewage missions will get us that. So that is what we will be doing next. Right now I have 4 missions up, and those are all sewage missions. I know there is one more sewage tank here in Loppe, and I'm gonna be waiting for the guy to call me about that before doing, you know, so I can do all sewage missions in one go. So, but now I'm just gonna fix all my stuff and prepare for the sewage mission, wait for that last one. So I will see you guys then.